in his eyes. That was a catch that would have changed the complexion of how things went. The catch put down by Aaron George early on in the innings. So those half moments, really, those moments where you felt that they weren't completely switched on, probably.
Yeah, 2 is the call. But they're not going to get. This is good. Good sprint. Probably that 18-run inning of Zahoor early on, that really, put them on back foot. Probably then they realized, certainly in first couple of overs, that maybe we have made a mistake of bowling first. That this is a belter of a pitch.
But I still get a feeling this Indian batting unit has the wherewithal. There's Vaibhav Suryavanshi, there is Aaron George, there's the captain Mahatri who's due for a big knock. Vehan's been in good touch. Slower one. This is what's required here. The slower deliveries, the change-ups on a surface like this, where if you ball pace on regularly, the batsman's liking the pace onto the bat. And Devendran's got that ability to take the pace off the ball. And I dare say, Ali, right, Pakistan have got runs on the board, but it's not going to be a cakewalk. This Indian batting unit can bat deep, and it's a good batting surface. So don't just count the Indian team out yet. They've got the wherewithal, and they've got the big match temperament.
You see all this discussion? They know it. Oh yes, Dan, go on, bold. Yeah, attempted few different tricks in the previous over, not to be this time. Didn't get the connection. Good consistency, great line, great length. Full toss, just he missed.
He shuffled too far across his stumps because the fine leg was up. He's been wanting to play this shot. And that one just off the inner edge of the bat. He's played it onto the stumps. Devendran sticking to the basics, getting his man, and 19 for the Pakistan under-19 captain Farhan Yusuf. He's back in the hut, 319 for 6.
Middle. Two leg. It's okay.
6 down, the Pakistan under-19 side as the Indian bowlers clawing their way back in this match. At one stage, the Pakistan under-19s were thinking about 400. Abdul Subhan walks out. He's known more for his bowling exploits. He's got 11 wickets as well this tournament, but right now he's got to contribute with the bat. I think this is a good comeback by the Indian bowlers. They pegged back the Pakistan under-19 side as Henel starts a fresh spell.
He's appealing for it. Oh yes, given out. What a fantastic period for India team in this game. They've taken 4 quick wickets and surely pulled back things for themselves. Brilliant comeback.
Henel, and really no movement of the feet. It was pure hands as he tried to guide it towards third man. Look at that, just opening the bat face, nicking it. And Kundu takes the catch. Henel was the one who knew the edge was there. The umpire corroborating by raising the finger. Yes, they've lost 4 in quick succession. They're 7 down now for just 319 on the board as Shan heads back for 7.
Leg stump, correct. Yes, correct.
Nikab Shafiq, he's got to look in today. The one change that the Pakistan under-19s made for the final was getting this young lad into the playing 11. Picking up his second wicket meanwhile. Oh, had him feeling for that ball. It's a good line for a new batter.
It has all changed all of a sudden for India. Things have started to happen. And what a time to be doing all this, getting wickets. Yeah, just fetching it outside the off stump, looking for that run towards third. I think Pakistan has missed that trick. I mean, they're looking for the glory, looking for that 400, and they've maybe missed out getting to that 350. And look at this. Lots of deliveries and wickets.
4 wickets in the last 3 overs. Oh, edge just wide. That's going to go for 4. Streaky boundary for Shafiq. He gets off the mark, and Herald says there's no justice in this world for a bowler.
Absolutely, but Pakistan will take it with both hands. They'll take every run that comes their way from here, regardless of how they come. Tentative, very soft hands. But maybe a bit of angle to it too. That's why it didn't really go towards the wicketkeeper. Like at the very end, it just angled it towards third.
It was in business.
It's been very good. They pulled back things amazingly well.
Look back at the last 21
runs. Pakistan have lost
4 wickets,
including 2
of their well-set batters, and that's how the complexion of the game has changed. Dot ball. No, they'll get a single. They'll get a single.
That's all right.
Oh, the umpire was almost in the firing line there.
Now when the tension is back, you could just tell by the faces. At one point, Pakistan was cruising along, looking for 400. But those last 18 deliveries, 22 runs only, 4 wickets. That's where the damage has been done.
Absolutely, Alibhai. The other thing is, remember we're in the third power play, so the extra boundary rider at the back, 5 on the fence. The big the big well-set batters looking for the glory shot, looking for the big hits, holding out in the deep. With the extra fielder out there, that's turned the tide. That's changed the complexion of this match. And a good comeback by the Indian bowlers as well.
Yeah, not to forget, just one ball being used now. So that has really changed the last few overs for the batters. Where the ball gets softer, bowlers tend to get reverse swing going. All these little factors that come into play. That's why Pakistan looked in a hurry before the 40 overs, before there was one ball was taken. So lots of credit to Indian bowlers for using that ball to their effect, getting the wicket. It has always been about wickets.
The change-ups coming into play with Devendran bowling the slower ones, mixing things up. That's a dot delivery to end a wicket, taking over 6 off it. It's 325 for 7.
अच्छा खेले माशाल्लाह.
Highest team totals in the Under-19 Asia Cup final. That's the number we're talking about. Pakistan today, 325 on the board. Have surpassed what India posted, 314 back in 2014. That was a match where Sanju Samson got 100 for the India Under-19s in that final. Which just all got 100 in that final as well. Oh, the crowds queuing up. India defended that 314. With Kuldeep Yadav in the bowling attack, picking up 3 wickets in that match. That was 11 years ago. And we've seen them go on since then to play for the national side, for the senior team.
You know, all of them waiting outside to get in because they know that India's got Vaibhav Suryavanshi. No matter how many Pakistan get, if he gets in and he gets going, I mean, by then India is in definite chance to even score down 360. One has been guided towards third. 2 is the call, but it's not going to get second out of it.
Yes, there's Abhigan Kundu you see in your screens. He got a 209, remember, a couple of games ago. Well, the fans not only queuing up, they're also trying to pick up vantage spots, even if they're not in the stadium, but outside the stadium. They're trying to find a vantage spot with some elevation that they can watch the match with an unobstructed view from outside the ground.
It's always good to have a building around. You can always rent it out. People can get to those buildings and watch the game. Have a look at this. Very expensive building. This must be today. They're all enjoying wherever, as you said, wherever they can find a spot to watch this game. And it will get interesting in the second inning even. It's not just a one-way traffic or just one-sided game.
Takes the aerial route. There's a fielder there. Gets under it. Thank you very much. Henil Patel takes the catch. Dipesh Divendran gets his third wicket in the final. And he's moved up to 14 wickets in the tournament now as Divendran. Pakistan lose another wicket here.
Yeah, that one ball certainly working for India. Yeah, I wanted to go big, but very smart captaincy. He's got that point fielder at the boundary line, knowing that what length the bowler will be using. Subhan will go back after scoring 2 runs, 327 for 8.
Devendran's got one more over in his spell after this. Almost had another wicket to his name. Syam, the new batter in. He's going to struggle when some of the top order batters have struggled against Devendran. It's going to be a tough ask for the tail ender.
Certainly working for him. Look outside the off stump. Got the room, went after it. But the captaincy, very smart from Madre, had a fielder placed there. They all enjoyed it. They all loved it. There haven't been many moments as far as the first inning is concerned for the crowd to enjoy, but certainly last 30 odd deliveries, it's been all India. They pulled back things beautifully. We'll talk more about it. 47 done, 329 for 8.
When they went past 300, they were just 3 down with the Pakistan under-19s. But then in the span of the last 25 runs, they've lost 5 wickets and lost their way. Targeting 400, I think at the moment they'll struggle to get to 350 also if they lose another one here.
Yeah, lost 5 wickets in 24 balls for 25 runs, as you said, from 302 for 3 to 327 for 8 before this last couple of runs. Now Pakistan find themselves on a verge of being bowled out in this inning. Even 3 overs, 2 wickets. They made a good comeback, especially the seamers.
And Henil Patel is bowling the 48th. He's got one more over left, so he'll be bowling 48 and 50. When you look at that bowling card, there's one more over left from Devendran. He's going to bowl the 49th. The problem for India today was that Kumar went for quite a few in his 5, and therefore the captain Ayush Matre had to complete his quota of 10 by bowling 5 overs himself as the 6th bowler.
Yeah, as they say, if you don't start well, at least finish well, and that's what exactly India has done. They didn't start as per their expectations, but certainly they're finishing off on high. Courtesy to some excellent seam bowling. They're still doing a bit. That's where the point that you made, having an extra fielder, extra cushion, and then having one ball to bowl with. It all makes a difference. Looks tense, but still, I think, yes, he was expecting a 370 or 80. That hasn't happened. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, probably he will be in his mind.
I get a feeling, Alibhai, today that Ayush Matre, he's due for a big knock. The quality player that he is, the captain of the India under-19 side. He hasn't fired with the bat really this tournament. This could just be the day for him. No run there. Absolutely no chance of a run there. Now the fact that they've got the highest score that we've seen in an Asia Cup under-19 final already, but there's still tense faces in the Pakistan under-19 dugout. We saw that because they realized the batting wherewithal and depth of the Indian side.
Yeah, you talk about the captain. Yeah, he's a fantastic player. But you know, to chase down 340 plus or 345-ish, you need somebody like Vaibhav Suryavanshi to fire all gun blazing early on in the inning. First power play, he will have to do. Swing and a miss. Not much talent with the bat. He's certainly in for his bowling abilities in the game. So for me, it's Vaibhav Suryavanshi. If he gets going early on in the inning, this will be an easy, straightforward chase. Yes, you have got quality of batters, as you mentioned, the names. But Vaibhav, he will just take it away.
Always the X factor, isn't he? Going to be on the radar for the bowlers as well. But yes, he's got the ability. He's shown it time and again. Ooh, feeling for that ball. The good part is Henil Patel has bowled 5 dot deliveries in the 48th over. So he's sticking to his line and length. He's not giving them the boundary ball. Vaibhav, he's already, I think, visualizing. He's in the zone. He's trying to get himself in the zone. He knows there's a big run chase on.
Yeah, let alone talking about the boundaries, he's not been able to get the connection. It's all beaten outside the off stump. Playing like a tail ender, not even covering the line. Just should look to get bat on the ball. That's the first thing.
He'll get a single, finally, which means he'll retain strike for the next over. 48 gone, 330 for 8.
Raman bhai, will you be worried about this stat? Just been chased once in the finals.
I can see the under-19 skipper of Pakistan looking very worried.
Yeah.
He knows that given the kind of batting that India have, that chased number, successful chases in a final of the under-19 Men's Asia Cup could be going up today.
Yeah, just not being able to rotate the strike even. Forget about the boundaries. Probably now thinking that they don't want to be bowled out before playing the 50 overs. They've been quiet for a while, but last 10 overs they've had enough to cheer, enjoy.
Now they're waiting for the batting show from the Indian side. They've heard about Vaibhav Suryavanshi, probably wanting to see him in action on this big day in the final. Slower one. Good change up by Devendran. The batter had absolutely no clue. You look back at that one successful chase in the final of the under-19 Men's Asia Cup. It was India who chased down 102 in a 38 over a side game against Sri Lanka in the final that happened in Dubai in 2021. Today they'll have a few more. More than 3 times that number to chase down in this final for sure.
Yeah, finally a run from Shafiq. He's taken 14 deliveries for 8 runs. You know, I just like the vibe. It all changes when India is batting. In the previous game also, the crowd, they're so loud. They're right behind the team. And it will change because they've been very quiet. I just feel for them. But I'm hoping that in the second inning, they'll be at their best.
And just a reminder, India have scored 400 plus twice in this edition of the tournament. Against UAE they got 433, they got 408 against Malaysia. Clipped away, that's a good looking shot. Wide of the fielder, they should come back for 2. Finally some intent and aggression being shown by these 2 batters for the first time now.
333 for 8 now. The tension is there, you can tell. Eyes, you can see. Eyes don't lie, as they say.
Oh, that's going to be wide. Trying too much. I think wanted to bowl the change up. This one slipped out of his fingers. Devendran.
Yeah, because the batters now, they are showing intent. That's why he's just looking to bowl far away from the batter. I wonder why. Everything was working for them. I think he should keep on bowling the same line. Look to take the ball away from the left-hander. These tail-enders, they don't have... They're the tail-enders for a reason.
Again, the slower bouncer. Can't pick up the change of pace there, the tail-enders, but he's picked up 3 wickets again, Devendran. He was amongst wickets when these two sides faced off in the group stage as well. Again, the change up. It was a change of pace that got him that big wicket of Samir Minhas.
I think that's where it changed. This one was probably given to him. Again, great captaincy. I'll give this wicket to the captain of India for the field placement.
Can takes the aerial route. There's a fielder in the deep. Won't get to it. Just a single. Just trying to get some big runs here. End of the over. 335 for 8. First 10 yielded 79, and then those middle overs, they got 197 and just lost 2 wickets. Set things up nicely. I think that middle phase, the second power, they had 4 bounces out, 1 shot you can have from 50. I think that was done very well by Satyam and Shafiq now. Sarfraz knows that they may be about 30-40 short from what they might have originally planned to get when they had set batters at the crease, but it's been a great comeback by the Indian bowlers.
Yeah, but at the start of the game, at the toss, if you had given 336 to Pakistan, they will gladly accept that we're fine with this score.
But it's all about momentum, isn't it? Slower one, clipped away, should be taken, or put down. Dipesh Devendran puts that catch down. Henel Patel's disappointed, as every bowler is when a catch is put down. But the important part is that they've got 2 more runs.
Yeah, bowler to a bowler. Tired effort, I would say. Just took a lot of time to reach. He had it covered, but that just popped out right when it just hit the palms. Yeah, tired effort, you can say.
I think Devendran, who just bowled out his quota of 10, was probably just a tad switched off, thinking, all right, I've done my job.
But you should have looked at the captain, the way he gave him a stare.
Would be another single. Yes, they cross over for another run. The good part is that the Indian bowlers have dried out the boundary hits over the last few overs, especially in the back end of the innings. You not bowl those boundary balls.
Yeah, they've been good. Mixing it up, bowling those Yorkers, those numbers. Yeah, Devendran, 3 wickets, but gave away 83 runs. The first spell was a bit tough for him, but Patel is done well. 54 runs for his couple of wickets. 342. 3 balls remaining, the projected score.
Another slower one. Again, they're wanting the pace on the bat, which is something that Anil Patel hasn't offered. It's been a good over, tidy over. Should have had a wicket, but nonetheless, despite that, it's been good. And you're right, Ali Bhai, when you said that if before the match started, Pakistan would have taken 340, 342. Yes, they would have. But when they got going, they were targeting 380 to 400. And from there, when you see India pull things back, pick up 5 wickets in a quick, short span of time in just about 7 odd overs, I think the momentum shifts. And this game's a lot about momentum. And which team takes the momentum going into the break?
Just one straight to the fielder. I think this can happen once the scorecard is dominated by one batter. Samir Mina scoring 172. They're all around it. They're thinking that he's going to do it for us, and he has done it for us. So everyone came in and started looking for glory, looking for big hits, because Samir Minas was doing it with so much ease that everybody thought that they can do it too. They can be Samir Minas on the day. That's what his inning has done to other batters.
So that's why some worried faces in the camp. Last ball of the innings coming up. Goes big. And that has gone the distance and more. So wrapping up the innings with a 6. They get 12 runs off that final over. 347 for 8 in 50 overs. That's what the Pakistan under-19 side have posted in the final, which means India will have to pull off a record run chase. They'll have to chase down a record 348 if they can do that to win the title here in the men's under-19 Asia Cup.
Yeah, talk about momentum shift. It's all these little things that matter. And maybe that last 6